After a few bad hours, episode 11 of Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 showed signs of improvement, but sadly, episode 12, Counting Coup, puts the show back on its feet. Before Counting Coup, there were just 3 episodes left in Taylor Sheridan's neo-Western drama TV series to wrap up the plot and character arcs in a way that would satisfy us. Rather, episode 12 contained a needless and disappointing death and did little to advance the plot. Kevin Costner plays the lead role of John Dutton in Yellowstone. Only a few hours from Yellowstone National Park, Dutton and his family reside on a cattle ranch. The family's fight to protect their home from land developers and an Indian reservation is chronicled in the series. The Duttons' lives are already complicated, but they are further complicated by family secrets, political ambitions, and health problems. In Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 11, after Sarah's untimely death, Jamie is questioned by the police in episode 12. At first, they don't think of him as a suspect, but after he reacts frantically and defensively when the detectives examine Sarah's possessions, they start to suspect him. The ranch is in dire need of cash, so Rip tries to sell as much livestock as he can elsewhere. In the hour, a beloved branch hand gives his life to save another, and Case has a compelling plot as he pursues justice for the murder of his father. In an odd turn of events, Colby, another character from Yellowstone Season 5, Part 2, passes away in Episode 11. When Carter becomes trapped in a stable with a vicious horse, Colby tries to divert the animal's attention to save Carter, but the horse attacks and kills him. Carter shoots the horse in an attempt to save the ranch hand, but it's too late. Nearly every character is devastated by Colby's departure, particularly Ryan, Colby's best friend, and Teeter, Colby's girlfriend. Because of the deaths in Part 2, Colby's death is ineffective despite the evident heartbreak, and it's completely unnecessary. The deaths lose their impact when a television program begins to kill off characters one after another. It is clear that John Dutton's fate in the Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 premiere had a significant impact on all of the characters in the plot of the entire series. After that, Sarah's death at the end of Episode 11 was shocking and seemed to improve the plot. However, the passing of both characters then devalued Colby's. Furthermore, Colby's death is entirely preventable and adds nothing to the plot. Naturally, Teeter is impacted, but the arc of Yellowstone Season 5 won't be impacted by Colby's passing. Yellowstone Season 5 Episode 12 isn't particularly noteworthy aside from Case's actions at the end of the hour and Colby's death. The overall lack of development in Counting Coup means Taylor Sheridan is squandering valuable time before the series finale. The neo-Western drama must make the most of every second because there are only 2 episodes left. However, Episode 12's forgettable and pointless scenes seem to refute that idea. Even though Beth and Jamie are arguably 2 of the most significant characters in the show's climactic plot, they are hardly mentioned in the episode, rather than carrying on the conflict between them. Following Sarah's passing, Counting Coup offers neither of them a way forward. We are therefore less interested in following Beth and Jamie's future, because their feud is waning. One positive aspect of Counting Coup, if there is one, is Case. In Episode 12 of Yellowstone Season 5, Case continues his warpath after being the reason his father's case was reopened in Episode 11. Case locates Grant, the hitman Sarah hired to kill John, after receiving information about him from an old military friend. Threatening Grant, he leaps into the back seat of Grant's vehicle and aims a gun at his young daughter. Although there is no violence when Case departs, he makes it apparent that Grant does not want to mess with him. To put it mildly, it's exciting to see Casey's darker side emerge at the end of Episode 12. It has been fascinating to watch his character grow in the second half of Season 5. And Casey's encounter with Grant will surely raise anticipation for what will happen to Luke Grimes' character next. The story of John's death doesn't really progress, though, because in Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 12, Case essentially does nothing but traumatize 2 people.